Writing before the Forge felt like trying to run a marathon without any training or any help or motivation. Technically, I know how to run, but trying to do a marathon off the couch is pretty audacious. And it felt the same way with trying to write my end goal, a book.
It was really nice to be able to be part of a writing community again, to have expectations and rules, and to be asked to think about writing in a way that I haven't thought about in a very long time.
Oh, hi there. My name's Ted. I've just finished the 10-month writing program called The Forge. I could elucidate eloquently about alliteration or allegory, but I won't. Even as I find myself in the formative friendship and familiarity of my fellow forgers. It's also tempting to tease you with insight into story dynamics and to approach the inner aboutness of these few seconds of fawning over the Forge and its faculty. I'll refrain.
Going to the Forge, I felt like I had not only a running coach, but a motivator and somebody that taught me how to finally run effectively and efficiently.
I learned that even though having a writing life and a baby is extremely challenging, that I can do it, and that community and support are everything. And I think most importantly, I learned the skills and techniques to now I feel confident. It's farting.
I've written for a long time, but this program really helped me and asked me to think about writing in a very specific way, to be more critical about what I'm doing, but also more creative, just take a few more risks. And, sometimes the progress was infinitesimal, but that's still progress.
I'll lift up a variety of verbs from the stated foundation of the formative Forge experience. To help, to shape, to coach, to encourage, to embrace, to support toward a celebration of participant writing and practice. My Forge experience did all of that for me.
So I came into the Forge writing a lot of memoir, personal essay, songs and poems, and I'm excited about the prospects of a novel that I started during the Forge. I'm about 50-ish pages in, and it's 50 pages that I really love, and I'm excited to return to the project and keep writing.
The Forge has changed my writing style in that I look at the craft of writing now. There's a lot of craft that goes into the writing behind the creativity, and I picked up that from the Forge.
Anastasia, what exercises do you do to prepare for writing?
I like to do jumping jacks. I also, whatever these are very good. You need strong core muscles to be a writer, because otherwise you're gonna be this kind of writer.
The blend of instructor expertise, the assigned practice, the reasonable and appropriate reading and reporting, mixed with mentoring and group Zoom sessions, which are focused, well-formed, and funny sometimes.
Most importantly, I learned the skills and the techniques to confidently move forward with my memoir project that I've been working on that I would have otherwise given up. So here I am.
There's a lot that you learn in the Forge. It's an intensive writing group, and the editing and having 3 different mentors brings a new dimension to your writing. You get a little something from everyone. I picked up, again, the aboutness and a lot of craft details that I wouldn't have known otherwise.
Last summer, I was in the Rockies, and my child had fallen asleep in her car seat. And so I was like, okay, I'm stuck here. I don't have my laptop or a notebook, but I scrounged up paper and a pen from the car, and I wrote a scene about diving for lobsters in Florida, and I love that scene. I'm using it. So I really appreciated that the Forge really lit a fire under me to produce work and to find opportunities to produce work. And
I appreciated all the time that the mentors gave us. I think they were far more involved than I actually would have expected, and when we needed to meet more, they were always available and just willing to meet me wherever I was, and also push me when I needed to be pushed, which often happens.
All of that made the months move magically, with insight and important improvement in my own intense immersion into the value of writing for my own life and potentially for the world.
My writing has changed so much for the better. It's getting better all the time, or as John Lennon would say, can't get no worse.
The Forge 2022, it was the honey in my tea.
Salute.